Hi, I'm KJH the filmmaker/artist, and welcome to at the Art Studios. I'm using Speechelo to talk right now to prevent pausing from happening to reduce editing time. Today I'm going to show you this large image I made called Hierarchy of Angels. I kind of got the idea when I was going through Pinterest, and found one image that showcases Hierarchy of Angels. This makes me want to come up with an idea for a research project, if I want to do a project like this. I ended up researching Hierarchy of Angels, and then I began to take notes from the information on how these angels are depicted. I researched them without using Wikipedia even though it didn't have any information, and two is that my high schools and of course college advised me not to use that site. This artwork was completed on July 28, 2021. The size of the image is 27 by 36, and it's not for sale. I decided not to sell them, but just showcase them in the video if you too are researching Hierarchy of Angels. Well, that I understand. You will note that it took me 14 days to complete the image, and then I later framed the 9 panels of the image in one big frame the next day by looking at Instagram. I've also customized the frame that took me 4 days if you've looked at my Instagram account. Now let's talk about the image. Hierarchy of Angels was originally proposed by Pseudo-Dionysius of the Areopagite in the book De Coelesti Hierarchia. It was written by him in the 4th and 5th century AD, and was said to be angels arranging into angelic choirs, according to the Christian theologians of the medieval period. Each angel is divided into 9 types along with the 3 spheres within these types. If anything, I felt like I was a Catholic school student who was doing a research project, since I never went to Catholic school thanks to autism. I'll discuss my life as a Catholic as well as my life with autism and storyboard my life later. Or in some cases, it brings me back to the days when I was in college, but we all have to do research or work on a research project for art history class or something if anything. So let's just move on with this artwork. The first sphere of angels serves as a heavenly servant of God and Son incarnate. The 3 are seraphim, cherubim, and thrones. Seraphim are the highest of the angelic class, and are caretakers of God's throne. They praise God singing, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts," and I did add this quote on the bottom of the panel while working on the artwork. The name means the burning one, and are fiery beings, so I add a flaming background behind the foreground with gold paints and gold Sharpie marker later. They are depicted with 6 wings. The first set of wings is to cover their feet, the second set is to cover their face, and the third set is for flying. The cherubim has 4 faces and 4 wings. One face depicts a human, the second depicts an ox, the third depicts an eagle, and the fourth depicts a lion, and also note that they have ox feet. I technically have a hard time drawing animal faces with these. I felt like at first I was going to be bad at it since I can only draw humanoid figures and of course unicorns. When it comes to animals, I have to research animals and learn how to draw them. I ended up drawing some animal face, and it went okay. For the wings, the first set is to cover their feet, and the second is for flying. The name means the fullness of wisdom. They contemplate, or think about, God's providence, and were assigned to protect a special place. Just in case you're confused, a providence is a spiritual care. Thrones are likely a celestial being, but was depicted as a flaming floating ring covered in a lot of eyes. This artwork panel was the easiest one that I worked with, but I did add flames inside with golden paint, and later gold Sharpie marker. They are a representation of God's justice. They carry out God's justice and decisions. The second sphere of angels' work is a heavenly governors of creations. They fulfill God's plan in the universe, so I'm guessing that they are the protectors of the universe. That was my opinion. The 3 are dominions or lordships, virtues or strongholds, and power or authority. Dominions or lordships carry out duties to the lower angels. They are depicted with beautiful pairs of wings even though I made the wings big and made them shine by adding some coat of Mod Podge, and they flash a globe of light on top of their sword or scepters on their head, so I chose to draw and paint in a silver scepter and made the globe one glow. They are making sure that God's wishes are carried out, so they are making sure that everything works the way God has planned out. There are some rare ones that appear in front of a human in some parts to keep note of. Virtues or strongholds are the ministries for making miracles and signs in the world. They are known as the Shining One, For I have added some silver shines behind the angel, and I added more coats of Mod Podge gloss to look like that the angel is shining. The virtues bring God's blessing to the earth, usually in the form of a miracle, and they are associated with planets, elements, seasons, and nature. Powers or authorities are like the warrior angels that are fully armed, even though I draw it in armed knight suit. They are depicted carrying a shield and a spear, and they fight against these evil spirits or demon monsters, which I'm going to call them. Their job is to prevent these fallen angels from taking over the world, if you know what I mean by these fallen angels. Power's role was to keep the universe in balance, and assist in governing the natural orders. The third sphere of angels works as heavenly protectors, messengers, and guides to the human being. They interact and serve humanity closely, and the three are principalities, archangels, and of course angels. Principalities are protective angels that guide and guard the church, people, and nations. They perform duties from the upper sphere of angels, and are guardians and educators of earth. They are depicted wearing a crown and carrying a scepter. Archangels are carrying out God's plan and messages to humans, and are depicted to carry a sword and a shield. Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael are the only three we know, and while researching, they said to be 7 of them. Angels are sent on earth as messengers to serve the human race, and they act as protectors and guides to the human race. I would sometimes call them guardian angels, since they are angelic beings that are closest to humans. Also note that I decided to post this video on August 22nd, for it is National Angels Day, so learn to be kind to one another and show others your love, kindness, and respect. Like I will always say, Happy National Angels Day. I guess that's all I have to say in order to present this. So please note that I'm going to use Speechelo voiceover for my voice, since I'm kind of slow with speech right now because I have autism, and 2 is to reduce the editing time so that I don't cut the pausing part while editing. I might have to say thanks for watching. You can look at my website in the description down below, and you can buy my artwork. If you can't seem to afford the artwork, you can purchase the $10 t-shirt before they go away. If you can't afford the t-shirts, you can buy a digital artwork for $1 a download. For these digital artworks, you can use it for wallpapers on your computer screen, cell phone, tablet, and your Apple Watch. You can print them and hang them on the wall in your house, and you can use them for locker decorations at your middle/high school. And also note that I do make videos, either individual videos or video series, but if you enter, you can only see the trailer version of the videos. To see the full version, you can go to the pink subscribe button on the top right, and you would pay for the $10 per month subscription. If you can't seem to afford this long-term subscription, the website has 2 short-term subscriptions that seemed like a rental deal. To get there, you can go to the blue word that said subscriptions, and you will get there to pick which subscription you want, whether the 50 cents for 2 days or the $3.50 for 7 days. That's up to you for the choices you make if you want to watch the full version as well as the trailer version. If you can't afford any of these things, you can subscribe to this channel, including my other 2 channels, for free, and you can also try out the playlist for at the Art Studios for free too. So make sure you give this video a like if you like it, and give the artist and filmmaker a high five. So thanks for watching.